Hey everyone, if you are new to the channel, my name is Javadine. I'm a mom, I'm a nurse, and I'm an entrepreneur. So 2025 is going to be the year that we show up consistently online. What I mean is we are going to post regularly on social media and we're going to use that to our advantage to further our businesses. Now, there's a reason why we don't show up consistently online, and that's usually because you get tired or you get busy or you get overwhelmed. So today, we're going to talk about how to batch create content using Canva, which is a free design software, and we are going to use the scheduling tools in Meta Business Suite. Now, YouTube, for example, has its own scheduling, which is great. And I know there's a bunch of social media schedulers out there. But today I'm going to show you the Meta Business Suite. So we are going to get started in just a few seconds here. But I just want to talk to you about the reasons why showing up not consistently would hurt your business, right? Now, you want to keep sort of top of mind. And if you post for a while and then you kind of fall off, which happens, which I've done, you lose that visibility, you lose that credibility, you lose that brand awareness, and you miss out on opportunities for engagement, for people to interact with you and your posts, and that could hurt your sales conversions, right? So you would want to schedule your content because it just makes it easier. You don't have to be like a content creator and be doing that full time, because full time you're taking care of your family. Like myself, all four of my kids are sick right now, and I'm hoping that I don't get sick. But it's hard to not get sick when you're taking care of sick kids. Pray for me. I'm going to knock on wood as well. But it's situations like this. It's like your hands are busy taking care of kids, taking care of yourself, and it's not ideal for you to be posting on social media, sitting there and creating content. So we're going to batch create content. We're going to schedule it. And of course, if you have time, throw some extra content out there in your like stories or just bonus posts, right? So let's get started. And I'm going to timestamp everything. So for example, if you already know how to batch create content, but you just want to know how to use Meta, the scheduler, then I'll timestamp that for you so you can just skip ahead, because I do value your time. So I'm going to share my screen. So let's say you don't know where to start in terms of your content, and you've been hearing a lot about ChatGPT and some of those features. I'm going to show you how you can use that, and that's just sort of a bonus. So let's say we want to create some content to batch, and we're looking for some ideas. So let's say let's ask for a list of 10 quotes for new entrepreneurs, and we want it to be inspiring. So 10 inspiring, oh my god, inspiring quotes for new entrepreneurs. Okay, boom. Okay, amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy these 10 quotes. Okay, now we need to take those 10 quotes and we're going to open a spreadsheet. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I've copied the list of reasons, or sorry, the list of quotes from ChatGPT. I'm going to open a spreadsheet right now, and I'm going to paste the list into our spreadsheet. Now, I don't like the spaces there, but it probably won't matter. We'll just leave it as it. We'll just leave it. But I like the list to be without spaces. So it's like 1, 2, 3. But you'll still get the point when we do this. So I'm going to call this 10 quotes, and I'm going to save it. I'm going to download it as a CSV file, so comma separated values, whatever that means. It's a CSV. Okay, so we're going to save that as a CSV. Now we're going to batch create this in Canva, and we're going to make it a post. So let me share for you what that looks like. Let's go into our Canva app. And by the way, my videos are not sponsored. I'm just here to help you guys. So we're going to do an Instagram post. Let's do that. So it's going to open a blank post. You can use the features in Canva. They have some templates in there. And of course, it pops open for you right away. If it has a crown on it, it means it's a premium template. You'd have to have the paid membership of Canva, to be able to use features that have these pro symbols. I do have it, so it just gives me some more options. But let's say since we are doing quotes, and we have this one here that looks like a quote box. Let's use that one. So we are going to replace all the text that are in this bubble here. We're going to replace it with our quotes. And then here we can just update it to reflect the person saying the quote. But here we go. And of course, we're going to change that picture out. We're not going to have that same design for, all 10 of our quotes. Now, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the apps. In apps, you'll find the option to batch create. And I think because I use the batch create option often, it gives me the bulk create option right here as well. But if you don't have it on there, you would find it in apps, and you would find it under here in bulk create. Now it's asking us to add the data. So we're going to upload the data, and it's going to be the CSV file that we just saved, the 10 quotes. So I'm going to pull up the 10 quotes. I'm going to open it. And then we need to connect the data. So this text box here that's highlighted now in the purple, we're going to connect the data there. So these ones. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna, every time I do this, I lose the first page, but I'll figure out what I'm doing wrong after. So yeah, it's giving me a 9. And we are going to generate the 9 designs, and then I'd have to just come back and generate that initial design after that. But anywho, we're going to generate the 9 designs. Okay, so I had to re-record this section because when I generated the 9 designs on Canva, it opened a second screen and it wasn't screen sharing properly. So I'm going to show you that part now, and we are going to see what happens when we have generated the 9 quotes there. So here we go. So where we left off here is generating the 9 designs. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to open this new window. So we're going to share that. And I'm going to just make sure it is. Oh, okay, no problem. Perfect. So we are in this part right now. So it bulk created and it gave us the same image a few times. So we're going to have to change that. Also, before you bulk create, if you didn't like this yellow text, you'd have to change that on your first page. So whatever the first page is before you hit that bulk create button, that first page is where you want to make all your edits. So now here I'm going to take out the quotes and add it to this part. We're going to have to do that for all of them. So it's going to require a little bit of tweaking on your part. And then this quote box has to move up. So I'll do that again here so you have an understanding of the little adjustments you might have to make. Okay, so there's Levinson. So we're going to take his name out of here and we're going to move that quote box up. Okay, so something like that. Now we would go through and do that for all of these designs. And then Canva has some elements that you can use for for the post background. Now, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. So what I did here was type in success. Look for some photos, and let's say we're gonna pick this one. We're just gonna drag it over into our image until it connects. My computer's a little bit slow. I don't want that part of it. I'm just double clicking and sliding it over. And then let's see for this one, don't watch the clock, do what it does, keep going. So I'm going to type in clock. And let's look at some photos. And I liked that one actually. I'm going to pull it over. And then, so we would do that for all of our posts until we have something that we like. Also, if you were doing an Instagram reel, you can definitely add a video to this background instead. You can animate the text with the effects here. But right now, we're just doing strictly a post. I can do a more in-depth tutorial about how to do this for an Instagram reel, but you can follow the principles and do that. Now, what you would do here is download each page individually. Now, I know Meta has a feature now where you can bulk download, but I haven't played around with that yet. So what I do is just, for example, find page 1, done, download page 1, find page 2, download page 2, etc., into a folder. And then, so once those are all downloaded, then we would go over to Meta Business Suite. And in the Meta Business Suite is where we would schedule these posts so that it's done and it's not something that you have to worry about. And in 2025, we could even do this for the whole month. We can do this for 30 days at a time if you want to. And then when you feel inspired or you have a new idea, then post that as a story, post that as a bonus post, that kind of thing. But at least you're not stressed that, oh, I haven't posted anything for a week. And definitely you don't have to post something every single day. If your thing is twice a week, 3 days a week, once a week, then you can batch create this and it would take you, into the whole year if you wanted to. And a last note about that is before we go into the Meta schedulers, the last thing about that is on your spreadsheet, you don't need to have ChatGPT generate ideas. If you're always creative and naturally thinking of ideas for content, then start a spreadsheet and start jotting them down. And then when you have time, or when you, it's not really when you have time, you have to kind of like create the time for these things. So when you do have that space, pull up your spreadsheet, even if there's 5, 10 things on it, and create those. Don't let those ideas live in your head and never see the light of day, right? List them on that spreadsheet. Maybe it's just an idea, and then you just pull them over to Canva, start your batch creating, and then edit it from there, right? So, anywho, let's get into the Meta Business Suite and let's schedule these posts that we just did. Stop sharing Canva, and we're going to open our Meta Business Suite. There we go. So if you're familiar with Meta, they are the parent that hosts like Facebook and Instagram, and I believe WhatsApp as well. So as you can see, I have some stuff scheduled to come out, but we're talking about being consistent in 2025. So let's get it. So we can create a post here, and then let me just show you instead of telling you. We can create a post here, and then we can schedule it with setting a date and a time to post at a future date. Or we can go into our, and by the way, these tools are in the planner section. Or we can go to the date that we want. Let's say Tuesday, January 7th, and we can schedule a post there. So 2 different ways to do it. Now, it gives you, if you're posting in the next couple of days, it'll tell you when your audience is most active. Looks like Facebook in general, looks like they're all 7 o'clock is a good time, 7 p.m. So let's say we're going to just do the same. And looks like mornings are good for Instagram. So we'll just leave it at that. Now, we're going to add a photo here. And I'm posting to both, sure. So I'm going to upload the one and then the other one. So number 1, the key to success one. And here it is. It pulled up the one we just created. We can add some text like, keep going, or something super inspirational for our fellow entrepreneurs out there. We can add collaborators. That's awesome. Right now, we're just going to schedule it. Finalize the settings and then hit schedule. I do not want to boost this post. Thank you. So there we go. At 10 a.m. on Tuesday, January 7th, we are going to have this post scheduled, and on Facebook at 7 p.m. I'm just going to recap that by showing you how. I'm going to show you that one for the number 2. Let's schedule that for Wednesday. Schedule a post. And let me show you. Yeah, okay, there we go. Same principle. Let's just do 7 p.m. again. And keep it at the 10 a.m. Oh, you know what? Let's be different and schedule it for that 1 p.m. and see what happens. Because we are all learning. And then I'm going to find that other post that we have, which was the one about time. When that one. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Amazing. If you wanted to make it separate for Instagram and separate for Facebook, you'd put your Facebook text there and your Instagram text here. It'll always show you a preview. This is if you're using the desktop version, by the way. But I don't want to have any text. Actually, I'm just showing you guys for the example. And it doesn't hurt to post it anyways. We all need that little motivation to keep going, despite everything else that's going on in our lives. So there you have it. Tuesday, January 7th. These are the times. Instagram, Facebook. Wednesday, January 8th. These are the times. Facebook and Instagram. So that's a quick tutorial in how to batch create content using Canva, how to pull ideas for content using ChatGPT, and how to schedule that content using Meta. So if you don't have a lot of time to do all your social media stuff, and you have, for example, childcare or one day off or one night off where you can just do some deep work by yourself, then here's an idea that you can do, especially if it's like a one night a week consistently, or one morning where you just wake up early and that's your day to create your content, batch your content, schedule your content. It'll help you in 2025 to stay consistent, and it'll help you grow your business. Well, that's my hope for you. If you do all these things and you found it super helpful, do subscribe to the channel. Anything that I'm doing that I can share with you that will help you as well, then I'm happy to do so. So let's learn, let's subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you have an entrepreneur friend or somebody who might benefit from this video, do share it with them, tag them, mention them in the comments, say what up, and 2025 is for us, guys. So let's do this. Thanks for watching and have a great day. God bless.